Hey everybody. All right, it is math time, and I'm going to do math today like I did yesterday, where I'm going to walk you through the homework sheet, the one I have displayed right here, and then you will do your homework, will actually be your 7-13 class activity sheet, okay? And that has two sides. This homework sheet, I'm just going to do the one side for right now. So if you have your 7-13 class activity, please pull that out. Otherwise, you can pause this, go grab it, just so you have it handy, okay? Because we'll go over that in just a minute. But for this lesson, we are going to complete the horizontal bar graph using the information given below. So again, our bar graph is empty, and we have a title, Marbles We Have. Again, notice how the first letter of each word is capitalized. So our title, Marbles We Have. Left-hand side of our graph are names. So we have June, Angela. I'm having a hard time reading this again. It gets a little blurry. I think it says Janelle and Caroline. Okay, so we're going to follow the directions. Oh, and along the bottom we have the numbers. So the number of marbles along the bottom, the names of the kids on the left-hand side. And again, this is going to be a horizontal, which means we're going to go from left to right. From left to right. Our bars will go left to right, as opposed to from bottom to top. Okay? All right, let's look at our clues here. June has 5 marbles. Okay, so I'm going to find June. Here she is. And I'm going to, I think I have my coloring available here. So, okay. Yep. Okay, I gotta draw. Oops. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Let's go back. Let's undo that. Okay. Undo, undo. Try that again. We only need to go to 5. So if you look along the bottom, I'm going to look for the 5. I could even maybe go up and make a little dot. That way I know that I can't make my bar any further than this spot right here. I'm going to go back and do my best to make a straight line. It's not easy. And I'm going to come down a little bit, make another one, and then I'm going to fill that in. So you can do this with your pencil, color pencils. Okay, so there we go. So June has 5 marbles. Next clue. Angela has 3 more marbles than June. So Angela's down below right here. She has 3 more than June. I know June has 5. 5 plus 3. So if we put our little tip here at the 5, and we do bunny hops and add 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. I'm going to go up, make a little dot, and then I can come over and make my bar for Angela. So June has 5, and Angela has 8. Okay, next clue. Janelle has to lose 4 marbles to have as many as June. So Janelle has to lose 4. Lose would mean to take away or subtract, right? She needs to lose 4 to have as many as June. So let's see, what does June have? June has 5. I'm sorry, I kind of said that funny. We have to actually add to Janelle because it said to have as many as June, she would have to lose 4. So we actually want to add in 4. We have to kind of think the opposite. So if June has 5, and we add in 4, what's 5 plus 4? Let's start at the 5 here and do bunny hops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go right here Now, just to check our work to make sure Miss Hadeen did that properly, if Janelle has 9, let's go back to the question. If she has to lose 4 to have as many as June, let's go back 4 bunny hops. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. If she lost 4, she would have 5, which would be the same amount as June. So then go ahead and make that bar. Oops. Not the greatest bars in the world, but you know, does the job. Okay. Caroline has 2 fewer marbles than Angela. 2 fewer means 2 less than. Let's go see what Angela has. Angela has 8. So if Caroline has 2 fewer, we're going to do 2 bunny hops backwards to take 2 away from 8. Boom, boom. So 8 minus 1 is 7, and then minus 2 is 6. So Catherine has 6 marbles. Okay. Excellent. Let's come up here. Okay. Compare the numbers below. Use is greater than, so that's this symbol here, or is less than this symbol here. The first one is done for you. So this is a number sentence. We're going to read it from left to right. So for example, 6 is less than 9. So remember, if we think of this as like an alligator mouth, it's opening up to the biggest number. It always wants the biggest number. So it always opens to the biggest number, but you might read it as less than or greater than depending upon where that number is located. So here, 6 is less than 9. 7 is bigger than 4. So 7, the mouth is going to face this way. 7 is greater than 4. 2 compared to 3, 2 is less than 3. Let's come down here. 8 and 5. 8 is bigger than 5. The mouth is going to open this way, and we will read this 8 is greater than 5. 1 is less than 10. 4 is greater than 1. 6 greater than 0. 8 is greater than 3. And 7 is greater than, oh, Miss Hadeen made a mistake. Let's erase that. I think that's the eraser. Yep. Okay, sorry. 7 is less than 8. Okay, so go ahead and I'm going to make my screen bigger again. Oops, I don't see my option. Sorry, I've got too many things going on my screen right now. Okay, I'm just going to have to show you like this. Okay, so we have our class activity sheet, which is your job to do today. It says to write comparison statements. The title of this bar graph is Awards We Earned. So you're going to go ahead and look at the names Hal, Jory, Kari, and Pat. So the number of awards they earned is represented by that bar. And then the number is down below. So you can see that Hal, if you follow your finger along and come down, has 9 awards. Jory has 4 awards. Kari has 2 awards. And Pat has 5 awards. Okay, so here's our question. Use the horizontal bar graph. That's this. write an is greater than statement. We did have some practice writing those statements earlier in class. So look at the data, look at the information on the graph, and what could you say, what could you write that would say something about that something is greater than something else. So write a greater than statement. Look at the data. Who has the most awards? Who has less awards? Who has the least awards? And you can write an is greater statement. Okay. Then it says to make a vertical bar graph. So now you're going to create a vertical bar graph from the horizontal bar graph. So don't forget that line at the top. Just one second. I'm going to see if I can get this. I don't know why my screen is not. There it is. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, now you can see better. Don't forget about this. Oops, I'm trying to do this backwards here. This line here, that's going to be the title. You're going to use the exact same title as what's on the horizontal bar graph. So write your title. Don't forget those capital letters. And now you're going to just take this information and you're going to change it to down here. So you see down at the very bottom are 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think is going to go in those 4 lines? Or those 4 spaces? What would make sense? If we're basically flip-flopping our horizontal graph to be a vertical graph, we're going to take the information on the left side and we're going to move it down here. Then we're going to take the picture that's on the bottom and we're going to move it to the side. We're just flip-flopping. So I'm going to put Hal, Jory, Kari, oops, can you see this? Hal, Jory, Kari, and Pat will go on those lines. And then along the side here, you're going to start down here and put 0, and then 1, 2. So each little point where the line begins, you'll put a number all the way up to 10. And you'll do the bar graph just like you did here, but it'll go from bottom to top instead of left to right. Let me do one for you just so you can see. Let's see here. Let me see if I can hold this up for you. Okay, so if I have Hal, Jory, Kari, and Pat. And then I'm going to start with 0 at the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I can't forget my title. Awards we earned. Okay. So I know that Pat, or let's start with Hal. Hal has 9 awards. So I'm going to come up to 9 and I'm going to make a little dot. And then you can draw a line, draw another line a little bit further away, and then you can fill in the graph like that. Okay. So go ahead and do the same thing for Jory, Kari, and Pat. You do not have to do the backside. I will walk you through this a little bit when we're back together in class. It might be a little easier